Welcome to Furniture Industry News, your go-to source for the most current happenings in the world of furniture. Whether you're a manufacturer, retailer, or industry insider, our podcast is designed to keep you informed with the latest reports and significant developments. Today, we will be discussing an array of topics, from financial results and strategic expansions to consumer safety measures within the sector. So, get comfortable and let's explore the intricacies and dynamics shaping the furniture industry landscape. Stay with us as we delve into the details that matter to you. The furniture industry is witnessing some intriguing trends according to the latest Smith Leonard Furniture Insights report. Notably, there has been a 7% boost in new orders for residential furniture this February when matched against the statistics from February of the prior year. This uptick to $2.19 billion in orders could signal that the sector is experiencing a revival for certain manufacturers and distributors, particularly after a momentary dip at the start of the year when orders had slightly declined by 1%. However, this silver lining does come with its share of clouds, as furniture shipments, in contrast, have seen a 5% dip compared to February last year, totaling $2.3 billion. These figures delineate the ongoing challenges within the industry, particularly for the 2/3 of survey participants who reported this downturn in shipments. It's a reversal after an 8% increase from the January shipments tally, which raises questions about the underlying causes and potential long-term effects. Moreover, backlogs have shrunk significantly, down by 24% from last February to $2.6 billion, indicating that companies might be catching up to previous orders more efficiently or perhaps facing a slowdown in new orders coming in. As we delve deeper into the numbers, the report also highlighted a few other meaningful metrics. Receivable levels are marginally up since January, albeit 7% lower than last February, suggesting that businesses are managing their accounts receivable in alignment with the shedding in shipment volume. Inventory levels, too, have risen by 1% since January, but have seen the same 24% year-over-year decrease, mirroring the decline in backlog and indicating companies are being proactive in recalibrating their inventory to better suit current business operations. Meanwhile, the number of factory and warehouse workers has diminished by 7% compared to the same period last year, reflecting the ongoing readjustments within the industry workforce. And not to be overlooked, payroll expenses are down 2% from last February, yet up by 5% since January, likely consequences of the fluctuating production schedules that marked the beginning of the year. For manufacturers and suppliers, decoding these variations is more than mere number crunching. It's about understanding the scalability, agility, and resilience of operations in an industry that confronts a continually evolving economic landscape. These fluctuations underscore the importance of staying agile and responsive to the market's demands while seeking sustainable growth strategies during periods of unpredictability. In the dynamic landscape of e-commerce, Wayfair continues to chart a course of resilience and strategic growth. Notwithstanding a marginal slide in net revenue, the predominantly online home goods retailer is navigating the turbulent retail waters with notable agility. In the first quarter, Wayfair's active customer base expanded by 2.8% year-over-year, reaching an impressive 22.3 million users. Though net revenue saw a slight downturn of 1.6%, totaling $2.7 billion, Wayfair's U.S. revenue experienced just a 1% decrease, signifying a stable domestic market. What's particularly interesting is Wayfair's undeterred performance streak, marking this as the 6th consecutive quarter where its net revenue loss remained below 2%, clearly outpacing industry expectations. CEO Niraj Shah, a figure now synonymous with Wayfair's innovative spirit, attributed this resilience to the company's capacity to not only retain but also appeal to a growing consumer base, with the first quarter witnessing a customer growth turnaround, gaining momentum compared to the previous quarter. A noteworthy aspect is the consistent engagement of repeat customers who accounted for an overwhelming 80.5% of orders delivered in Q1. This loyalty is a testament to Wayfair's emphasis on customer satisfaction and retention. Additionally, the average order value held steadfast, hovering around $285, showing that while other variables may shift, consumer spending per purchase remains constant. Shaw also shed light on the retailer's technological adaptability. With a marginal yet significant uptick in orders via mobile devices, it's evident that Wayfair is keeping pace with consumer trends without losing sight of the unique advantages offered by a comprehensive online presence, balancing the convenience of mobile transactions with the experiential detail only a large screen can provide. Wayfair's synergy with its vendor partners further solidifies its market position. Shaw remarked that suppliers are eagerly introducing expansive product assortments into their catalogs, keen on building momentum with Wayfair at the helm. Whether it's joining curated brands, participating in promotional events, or utilizing Wayfair's fulfillment solutions, there's clear enthusiasm among suppliers to embrace the retailer's comprehensive platform. Perhaps one of the most insightful takeaways from the earnings call is Shaw's observation on market dynamics, noting that demand is consolidating around a small cohort of retailers, of which Wayfair is a prominent member. The forward-looking approach of suppliers, releasing new products and navigating past excess inventory, speaks to an optimistic horizon where Wayfair continues to cement its place as a frontrunner in an ever-evolving industry. In a significant consumer safety update, Rooms To Go, a prominent furniture retailer, has issued a recall for approximately 200 youth dressers due to a violation of the Sturdy Act, a law enacted to prevent furniture tip-over accidents that pose a threat to children. The Mill Valley Junior 6-drawer youth dresser comes in two finishes, white and cherry, and carries the model numbers C2192YN04 and C2193 YN04. Despite no reported incidents or injuries to date, the Consumer Product Safety Commission has deemed these units unstable unless anchored to a wall, highlighting the serious risk of tip-over and entrapment hazards that could lead to harm. At about 57 inches in length, 18 inches wide, and 35 inches high, and weighing approximately 132 pounds, the dresser's size and weight add gravity to these concerns. Manufactured in Vietnam and imported by LFN Limited of China, these dressers were available for purchase both in-store and online between December 2023 and January 2024, and were priced around $450. However, if you're one of the consumers with this product in your home, you're advised to cease using the dresser immediately, and most importantly, to keep it out of children's reach. To address the situation, Rooms To Go is not only offering a free replacement dresser, but also proactively removing the recalled units from consumers' homes. Contact methods are readily available, including a dedicated toll-free line, email, and a specially created website to facilitate the recall process. Rooms To Go's direct outreach to impacted customers underscores the industry's commitment to consumer safety and the speed and seriousness with which it responds to such critical issues. These actions serve as a reminder of the ongoing responsibilities manufacturers and retailers have to comply with safety standards and protect their customers, particularly the youngest and most vulnerable among us. In a strategic industry shift, Carrot Home has folded Z Gallery into its portfolio. But what does this mean for the well-recognized home furnishing brand? Z Gallery is no stranger to those with a taste for stylish and luxurious interiors, but with this acquisition, Carrot Home aims to fuse Z Gallery's strong design identity with its operational prowess to build something greater yet. CEO Scarlett Fan has laid out a blueprint for this new union, intent on nurturing Z Gallery's inherent brand DNA while infusing it with renewed spirit and operational agility. Here are the 5 pillars of their strategic vision. Firstly, they understand the power of a distinct brand identity. Z Gallery's cachet and client base have a particular allure that requires careful preservation. Commitment to upholding Z Gallery's storied heritage is at the forefront of this new chapter. Think of it as holding on to tradition while steering forward with modern efficiency. Secondly, product innovation sits at the heart of their approach, with efforts concentrated on delivering original, on-brand designs that cater to Z Gallery's discerning audience. Their focus remains on cultivating fashion-forward and luxurious furnishings, which have long defined Z Gallery's appeal. Third, we're looking at exclusive collections that will echo Z Gallery's design philosophy. The unveiling of exclusive lines aims to generate excitement, fostering brand loyalty and consistent patronage. These collections will serve as landmarks of Z Gallery's evolution under the Carrot Home umbrella. Fourthly, we turn to targeted marketing. Understanding customers' unique preferences is key, and both Carrot Home and Z Gallery's marketing strategies are set to resonate powerfully with each brand's distinctive following, promising communications that hit the mark. Lastly, but certainly not least, the focus on the customer experience promises to differentiate further. While Carrot Home may hone in on efficiency and approachability, Z Gallery will champion a luxe, personalized shopping journey which aligns with its high-end market positioning. Already, the effects of the acquisition are tangible. Faster deliveries, robust customer support, and a burgeoning art collection are just the beginning. Expect expanded offerings that complement a range of home aesthetics, converging the practicality of Carrot Home with the panache of Z Gallery. This acquisition opens a new chapter for both brands, a synthesis of operational excellence and design prowess, poised to grace homes and hyphenate lifestyles with a richer narrative. With Z Gallery's new direction set in motion, the design world watches with bated breath for the next wave of interior innovation. In a strategic move that underscores its confidence in the market's potential, Atlanta-based furniture retailer Havertys has announced a major expansion that includes a return to Houston, Texas, a city it left more than 40 years ago. This marks a significant milestone for Havertys, as Houston holds the title of the largest market within their distribution footprint, where it had no physical presence. The first store is set to open in the Woodlands area, repurposing a former Bed Bath & Beyond building, with the Baybrook Village store following suit in the first quarter of 2025. But Havertys' strategy doesn't stop in Texas. They're casting a wider net, penetrating further into the Florida market and beyond with ambitious plans to introduce 5 new stores this year and 5 more the following year. CEO Clarence Smith has emphasized the brand's awareness and established presence, expecting the company to be warmly welcomed and to quickly gain traction in the new locations. A compelling part of this expansion is Havertys' choice of real estate. By moving into buildings previously occupied by retail giant Bed Bath & Beyond, Havertys positions itself in prime locations, ensuring that their stores are accessible and visible to a broad consumer base. The retailer's entrance into Southaven, Mississippi represents not just an entry into its 17th state, but also a foray into a significant growth suburb of Memphis, Tennessee. Havertys' growth paradigm involves much more than merely opening new stores. It's about crafting a network of locations with skillful use of existing structures and markets, supporting a growing clientele while offsetting operational costs. The calculated placement of stores in areas with established brand recognition, existing distribution channels, and seasoned management teams lays out a robust foundation for the anticipated success. As Havertys navigates the complexities of furniture retail against the backdrop of a challenging industry landscape, its expansion plans signal not only growth but resilience. The company's debt-free status serves as a robust bulwark against economic headwinds, setting the stage for sustained market share growth in the region's dynamic markets. With Houston on the horizon and new chapters on the cusp of unfolding in Florida, Havertys is indeed gearing up to turn the page, ready to serve up an assortment of choice furniture offerings to an ever-expanding circle of customers. Thank you for tuning in to Furniture Industry News. We hope today's insights and discussions have equipped you with the latest knowledge to navigate the dynamic furniture industry landscape. Stay ahead of the curve by keeping up with our podcast for more enlightening updates and in-depth analysis, all tailored specifically for professionals like yourself. Until we meet again in our next episode, keep innovating and inspiring with your designs and business strategies. Your work shapes the spaces we live in, and we're here to support that journey. Have a wonderful day and take care.